So before I get into the video, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is the last episode that has the issues with importing game footage for the rest of the series. Hopefully there should be no issue with it. And I do want to know, do you guys want me to move through the first season faster? I only played one game in June, and that's because I do kind of want to get through the first season. Maybe I'll only do one little minor league update and just try to get through the first season and then start going more in depth in season 2 and beyond. Because this year is really just more of a rebuilding year, and I know that that's not the most interesting thing to watch, is a team that you know is not going to be good and isn't going to be doing much next year as a run scores here. So the Rangers take the lead 2-0 now over Boston. And one other thing that I'm thinking is that I'm going to try to make the difficulty a little harder on me. I've been doing really well recently, as that was Yasmel Valentine's first hit with the Rangers. I made the difficulty a little harder for me when it comes to the games. I'm still keeping it at all-star difficulty, but I changed up the sliders a bit, so user hitting, the contact will be down 1 from where it is this episode and the next few games I've recorded, and the CPU hitting contact will be up 1. I think that will make the games a little more competitive. But now we can get started with the broadcast, as it is Sam Huff's first MLB at-bat of the 2020 season. He's facing Nathan Eovaldi, and off goes the runner. Huff takes for ball 1. The throw down to second base is in time. So gunned out at second base by the very good defensive catcher Christian Vasquez, as that will end the second inning. Boston down 2-0 after 2. And we are back now in the third inning. Kyle Gibson, the starter today for the Texas Rangers, as Bobby Dalbec hits that ball out of play. 0-2 to him. Gibson unscathed through to the 33-year-old veteran, trying to put together a solid season here in the early going of late May. As this ball is going to be hit off the wall, takes a good bounce for the Rangers, which holds Bobby Dalbec at second base. So the inning is going to start off with a single. With no outs and a man on first base, Kiki Hernandez is up. 0-1 pitch to him is going to be flared out to deep right field as Gallo puts it away. Easy can of corn, 1 out in the third. Shortstop Xander Bogaerts is now due up. It's a 2-0 count to him, hitter's count, and it's going to fall to 3-0 now. Alex Verdugo on deck, hitting .361. The pitch to Bogaerts is going to be taken, ball 4, man on first and second with 1 out in the third inning. Now due up is Alex Verdugo, 1-2 count on him. Gibson sets, kicks, fires the pitch, and it is going to be grounded to short for 1. Back to first. Oh, a late slide there. Going into the second baseman was Bogaerts. They're going to say that there was no out at first base even after that. Now due up the power hitting JD Martinez. It's a 1-0 count to him. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. It's a hard ground ball to first base. Stopped by Lowe. Flipped over to Gibson, and that'll do it. A faster runner makes it there, but JD Martinez thrown out, so the Rangers able to hold the 2-0 lead through 3. Bottom of the third inning now, 1-2 count to David Dahl, as it is looked at for ball 2. Trying to send him down, 1, 2, 3. The 2-2 pitch from Eovaldi is swung through for strike 3, so that'll do it for the third inning. 2-0, Texas leads. Bottom of the fourth inning now, 1-1 count to Solak. Both pitchers have cooled down now, as after a slow start, Nathan Eovaldi has been able to pick it up. He's at 50 pitches, trying to get through the fourth inning here with Nick Solak. The 2-1 pitch to him, and this ball is a laser. It is carrying, and it is out of here. Nick Solak, 398 feet, 107.9 off the bat, his second home run of the season. He puts up the Rangers 3-0 here in Arlington. As we look at it again, able to get the bat head out in front of the ball, and it just comes screaming off his bat. Very little launch angle, but enough to get it out of here. Now up with 2 outs, Willie Calhoun. It's a 1-2 count to him, as this ball is going to be swung at for strike 3. Vasquez takes his time, throws over to first, and that'll do it for the 4th inning. But the damage has been done. A solo home run for Nick Solak. The Rangers were able to get out of the 5th inning, only giving up 1 run to Boston. Could have been way worse, as they now look to come back here in the 5th inning and answer. Nathan Eovaldi got Sam Huff down 0-1 in the count now. Huff is known for his solid offensive production, especially at the catcher position, as this is a hanger taken deep right near where Solak was hit, and it is gone. Sam Huff, in his season debut, in his really first rookie season, had a cup of coffee up last year, hits a home run to extend the lead back to 3. With 2 outs in the 5th inning, the Rangers up 4-1 off the bat of Sam Huff. As we look at it again, a hanging curveball that Huff's able to just scoop out and put over the fence. That's some launch angle right there. 98.5 off the bat, projected distance of 394 feet. Now comes in the hard-throwing lefty Darwinzon Hernandez. He has struggled so far this year through 9.1 innings with a 6.75 ERA. As the 1-1 pitch is now delivered to Dahl. This ball sent into mid-right field. Easy out, so 1 out in the 6th. Now due up is the 3-0 hitter, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, 0 for 2 today. Make it 0 for 3. Hernandez strikes him out with a nasty 80-mile-an-hour curveball. Hernandez now goes 3-2 to the power-hitting Joey Gallo. He's 1 for 2 today. The pitch is going to be taken really high up into the air. Easy put out for the center fielder, as that will end the 6th. 4-1 leads Texas. Now coming into pitch for the Rangers is Ian Kennedy. He has been dominant so far this year. 12 games, 17 innings, 1.04 ERA. He has been very effective so far, as he's going to be facing Bobby Dahlbach first in the 7th inning, and the pitch to him is fouled off. Now it's a 1-2 count to Dahlbach. The pitch, and it is looked at for strike 3, 93 on the gun. So 1 out in the 7th inning, the first strikeout of the game for Ian Kennedy, as Kiki Hernandez comes up to the plate. With 1 out now, a 0-1 count to Hernandez. The pitch by Kennedy, and this ball is going to be taken into right field, going near the corner, 325 side. Hernandez is going to settle in with a pretty easy double into second base. So a man in scoring position now with 1 out for Boston. 3-2 count to the stud shortstop Xander Bogaerts. The pitch, it's going to be taken for a pretty solid ride out to center. Pretty easy put up for the shield, so that will hold the runner. That was a hanging curveball that Kennedy was lucky that it was not punished. So now up is Alex Verdugo. 0-0 pitch, it is low, and that is going to let Kiki Hernandez get into third base. Taking a small round around third base, not heading home. Scorer's decision is a wild pitch now. So 1-0 count to Verdugo. The pitch in there is low, so 2-0. The count, hitters count with a man on third base with 2 outs. Big at bat here for Boston, as this ball is taken deep. Still carrying. Going, caught at the warning track. Joey Gallo able to make the putout and hold the lead 4-1 after 6.5 innings here in Texas. Kennedy trying to work a second inning here. He's in a good battle with Devers, who takes a ball, gone. No doubt about it. That ball was hammered well over 400 feet there. The official estimate at 425 feet. So Boston cuts the lead to 2. The Rangers are now bringing in the righty Jonathan Hernandez, 8.2 innings this year, 4.15 ERA. The 1-0 pitch now to Christian Vasquez, and it is grounded into second base. Solak, easy put out there, so 2 outs here in the 8th. Man on first now with 2 outs. 0-2 count to the power-hitting Hunter Renfroe. The pitch, is swung through, strike 3. Slider slides right through the outside corner, as that'll do it for the inning. Rafael Devers does get a home run, but the lead stays intact for the Rangers. Sam Huff now due up 0-0 count. He had a home run in his last at-bat, looking to do more damage here. Ryan Brazier, he's in the game for the Red Sox. 1-0 count to Huff. This ball taken the other way. It's taken well. It is still carrying, and it's gone. A wall scraper, but a home run nonetheless. Counts the same. 356 feet, 94.3 miles an hour off the bat. The lead extended back up to 3, 5-2. The Rangers lead off of the second Sam Huff home run in his first game in a Texas Rangers uniform in the 2021 season. Now into the game in the top of the 9th inning is Jose Leclerc looking to shut the door. Bit of a slow start this season, but a good game here could help out that ERA. First hitter he's facing is Bobby Dahlbeck. The 0-2 pitch to him. Strike 3, they're calling it on the swing. Now 0-2 to Hernandez. Strike 3, swings right through the slider. 6 pitches, 2 outs. Easy work so far for Leclerc. Now it's a 2-2 count to Xander Bogaerts. The pitch from Leclerc, as it is going to be a high fly ball, carrying pretty well, but caught by Gallo, so that'll do it for the game. 5-2, the win for the Texas Rangers. The win goes to Kyle Gibson, the save goes to Leclerc, and the player of the game goes to Sam Huff. That'll do it for today's game, and thank you for listening to this broadcast of Rangers baseball. But the video is not over yet, as right after the game we're going to go look at some statistics for the team through late May. Okay, so let's look at statistics now. As home runs, it's not even close. Joey Gallo leading the team with 11, 8 for Chris Davis, 7 for Nate Lowe, and then 6 for Dahl. That's really it for home run production. Really, it's only been Gallo who's just been a monster with home runs so far through May. When it comes to on-base percentage, it's really been Brock Holt and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, with Nick Solak also doing well, and Joey Gallo being kind of Joey Gallo in that category. When we move over to OPS and slugging, we've really struggled as a team, as Solak leads and then Gallo, both under 780, so it hasn't really been very fruitful offensively. We've struggled overall, with the best hitters really being David Dahl, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, Nick Solak, and of course Joey Gallo, with Chris Davis only adding home runs, but literally nothing else. Now we move on to the pitching side, and when it comes to wins and losses, I really don't look there. As you see, Hyun-Sung Yang, he's been okay so far, especially for a 69 overall, 33-year-old, not bad. Kohei Arihara, though, has been really bad, an over 6 ERA, like 6.59. He's really struggled. But Ty Buttery, Joey Rodriguez, and Ian Kennedy have all been really good in the pen, so our bullpen really hasn't been bad, but our starting pitching has been lacking, with really only Fulty Nevich being solid starting-wise. Jose Leclerc, you saw him have that real bad ERA, but since then, he has a 3.07 ERA right now, so he's been doing good himself. And Dane Dunning at 3.75 isn't bad as from a starter as well. But moving past the ERA, we now look at FIP, and it shows that Brett Martin has been really good in Jonathan Hernandez. Same with Leclerc, in that Ian Kennedy and especially Ty Buttery have been a little overrated this year, and that Arihara has not been as bad as his ERA leads on. I love the FIP stat. I think it's an awesome stat, and I go really in depth with it in my OOTP series, but I won't really be doing that here in MLB The Show, because I feel like it takes away almost from the show content, and it adds a lot to the OOTP content. So I'll mention it, but I won't really go as in depth with it here in the show. That'll really do it for today's episode. The draft is coming up very soon. I can't wait to do it, and I can't wait to really get the content going here with the channel and with the series. I'm CJ Ambrose 05 or CJ Ambrose saying have a great day and enjoy your summer, guys.